But you know what you said earlier that makes sense? These people all agreed to this.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying that's why I feel like the Puff stuff is really basically a distraction because there's not a report of saying that things were done against their will when it came to the adults. Now, I don't know nothing about the
But
kids.
there's the minors.
Yeah,
So
I
yeah,
don't
that's
know.
where it's the
Yeah,
adults, yeah, those were grown people, and
right.
granted they were probably put into a predicament where that was probably the lesser of the two evil options to take at the time, but it was still a choice they made. You know what I
True.
mean? So
Right.
yeah, you decided to do it. It was in your mind, it was worth whatever you
That you
needed.
felt like you needed to do, right? At that
Yeah.
time. That's why with the stuff with Stevie J and all this, I don't care. Like they talk about Carisha and then all the other people, like all these adults, that part is like that's how I'm saying like it's way too much of we you could tell that they trying to use this to keep people mind off of what's really going on out here. You know, people little kids getting bombed up out here. You got people in some of these places that, you know, having the overflow of the border crisis. You know, you
Mhm.
got real people getting murdered and shit out in the middle of the street. You got things really happening around the world, and not even really around the world, right here. You got real stuff happening right here, and now they got this stuff going on about Puff. It's just too convenient. That's why I said the stuff that they kept talking about with the minors is the same thing they did to Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
You know, they know how to make people emotionally feel like, yo, yeah, he did this with kids and all this other stuff. They always throw the kid thing in there when they really want to get to taking you down and just defaming your character.
But
But
they're
it's
mentioning famous kids, and they ain't. Has any of them denied anything?
well,
Like with the Michael
all
Jackson thing, it was a lot of,
little kids, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't
civilian
know.
kids, and people didn't really know them. But Justin Bieber, Usher, like these
Yeah, they all grown though now.
now, but when it happened, they weren't. And so
True,
that's where I'm
true.
like, had any of them come up and said, no, that never happened? Or like,
Yeah, nah. That's
'cause
the
they
point.
gotta have heard it.
Yeah,
And
the
we
only
heard
one
it.
that's saying that it ain't happened or it did happen or it ain't going to happen is Meek. Meek Mill, the only one that they really. I don't know. This guy, ever since he got to the point where he had hit records, he's been a target. Like it's been just back to back against Meek, yo.
Yeah.
Like dead ass, yo. Like I don't care. People, the game was at him one time. 50. I mean, everybody was at this cat at one time, man. He survived it all. Now to only come around the corner and be blamed for take that. You know what I'm saying? Like literally, yo, that shit is crazy, man. Like
There was audio, like
yeah, yeah, yeah. But you know
with
that's
AI, I don't know about all that. AI can do anything.
yeah,
So
you know what I'm saying? That's why I say they going too far. Like when they started taking still pictures and then video audio and not just showing the videos and stuff like that, nah, it just was too much. That's when you kind of get into the point where you're like, okay, wait a minute. They playing with us right now, yo. They trying to get us not to pay attention to something else. Like what's really going on in the background? Like why is all these institutions quietly buying Bitcoin? And then people, started off this year. Listen, they've been buying it since January. They haven't been telling their employees and stuff like that. Think about that, yo. Like, how many employees got 401k and they still got the same distributions wherever they stuff is going or whatever? They didn't know that this new asset class has been added to like ETFs and these big companies are taking your money and putting it over there. You don't even know. So it's major distractions going on. Like it's real fly shit going on in the background. And people are just like, yo, Puff. Like, really? Like, I don't know about the kids. That's why I was saying earlier, I don't know about the kids. We on that protect the kids at all costs around here, yo. We don't play when it comes to no children, yo. You don't play with children. We don't play nothing about it. You can't even talk about it. I don't want to hear it. Don't talk me to death. They had this one thing going on this week, which was crazy. They was talking about Kids are recognizing whether they feel like they're in the wrong body or not at 3 years old. So they're saying that now they have been given, like schools have been giving children hormone blockers, yo, as early as 3 years old, yo. Do you like going to school? So, like, if your kid act one way at home and then go to school, and somebody say, "Yo," now sometimes kids just be being kids. They don't be being, they ain't purposely trying to be no certain way. They just being kids, and they be like, "Oh yeah, you got these type of mannerisms." Have you ever thought about if you were like this?